Wow, really, dude? Really? Testing, mic check. I cannot hear you. Testing, mic check. I cannot hear you. Bear with me. Bear with me. Go ahead and continue, Coach Courage. Courage, Coach. Go ahead and continue. Let me see if we can get this together.
Can you hear me now, Sister Brandy? Let me know if you can hear me. I'll take the headset off and see if you can hear me now. So send me a message, Sister Brandy, if you can hear me now, and in the Private Elusive Exclusive Facebook group. Maybe it's this headset on this side. So Brother Darrell, it's not you, it's me. All right, let's see what we got here. So let me refresh the screen here. All right. Uh-oh. It said you can't hear me, brother. Okay, Brother Mooney Guy. All right, let me see. Uh-oh, here we go. Oh, Sister Brandy. Oh my goodness. All right. Well, I'm coming. It looks like I'm coming through. I can see it on the screen that I'm coming through. So inshallah, you should be able to hear me now. So let me refresh the screen. Somebody in the Private Elusive Exclusive Facebook group, see if you can hear me now. So Sister Denise says a problem with the sound. Yes, ma'am. Let's see here. Hold on. Uh-oh, there we go. I think you can hear me now, Sister Brandy. All right. I think that's where it was my side. Okay, there we go. All right. So here we go, brothers and sisters. What I was saying, we were having some technical difficulties, and the challenge with this is this: it's not about whether life is going to present opportunities for us to make choices in the form of difficulties, hardships, trials. It's really about how we respond, right? How we respond to said trial, said difficulty. That's the mark of what's going to make your greatness or not. Whether you fade out, whether you fall out, whether you quit or not, it's really about the choice we make when that moment comes. And so it's really about that. Make the empowered choice. One of my mentors said to me many years ago is that you get to choose whatever meaning you want to apply to every circumstance and situation in your life that comes up. You get to choose whatever meaning you want to apply to it. Things don't have to mean what somebody else says they mean. You know, I used to believe, like many on the live Google Hangout right now, that when something happened to you, that means you probably did something wrong or something like that. Well, in the Twitter book, Twitter sayings that Al Louis Farrakhan, the minister was asked that question about, hardship and pain and suffering. He said he never saw his suffering as a punishment from Allah. It was really an opportunity, a chance for him to show what he had, what Allah had put in him, his chance to rise to the occasion, to fight through the difficulty, to use his faith, to show that I trust in Allah and on him I rely. And so, brothers and sisters, that's what it's about. When we have these difficulties like this, these technical difficulties, this is not our chance to quit. Let's not have a call. Let's not do anything. It's really more so is, okay, let's see what we can do to solve this problem. What does this mean? Well, it means that now the call needs to take on a more dare I say, organic flow. Right? We're still waiting for Brother Darrell to get back in. Oh yeah, there we go. She says she can hear me now. You can hear me now, Sister Brandy. Yes, ma'am. I see it. Yeah. How to respond? It's about that's right. Oh, come on, Sister Brandy. Let me go ahead and prove that right now. Yeah. Okay. Good. Okay. I think you can hear me now, Sister Jennifer. I'm hoping you can hear me now. Sister Brandy, yes. And everybody that's joined us, make sure you go right now in the Private Elusive Exclusive Facebook group, and we want you to post your name, your full name, what city you're in, what mosque or study group you are a part of, and what your business is. If you have a website, post your website, Twitter, whatever it is that people can connect with you and contact you. And even if you don't have a business, brothers and sisters, put what industry that you're in, what you're a part of. There are believers and those who are on the Private Elusive Exclusive Facebook group that may want to connect with you. There might be some business opportunities that a group of us can get together and build something powerful. The right parts. Those of us who are on this call right now, we know about this, how the mother of wheels was built. Those who were building it did not know what the final product was going to look like. Only a select few knew that. They were building particular parts and pieces in different locations and bringing those pieces to a place for it to be assembled. But only those in the final assembly knew what the final product was and was going to look like. And so that's what it's about. Sometimes we don't know how it works out, but if you step out there on faith and put your business, put your skill, your trade, whatever your ability is, what you're passionate about, put that in a Private Elusive Exclusive Facebook group, brothers and sisters. I'm telling you, you never know who you're going to connect with. And I'll share this little story with you all. I think it might be relevant to what I'm saying. Many years ago, I can tell you this, what started me on this journey that I'm on right now in terms of speaking and training and mentoring and whatnot, my mother called me up, and she called me and told me she had ran into an old friend of mine up in San Francisco Bay Area where we used to live, and she gave him my number. This is my oldest friend. I've known him since kindergarten, and so she said, hey, I ran into your old friend, and I gave him your number. I hope you don't mind. I was, oh no, man, that's my man right there. Yeah, absolutely. So my friend called me up and asked me how I'm doing. How you doing, man? What's going on? And oh my goodness, he was like, man, so what's been going on? So we just talking, and he asked me had I heard from an old friend of ours, Jerry Clark, somebody we ran with. We spent a lot of time with. We all known each other for many years, and he said, have you heard from old Jerry? I said, oh, no, I haven't talked to Jerry since we left high school. You know, we had parted not too good ways, and you know, it was a little issue between, but it wasn't nothing too serious. And so he said, well, I heard he's this big time speaker, and I didn't really care like that. I was like, well, whatever. He said, man, I'll be interested to see what he's into. I was like, all right, well, you know what? How about this? I'll reach out to him, see if we can find him. And so I went online and I searched, and I found an email address. And I said, well, let me email, and maybe that's him. And so I sent an email and put in my information and made a reference to martial arts because we grew up in martial arts together as children. And he called me on the phone, and he said, Rodney, he said, if you hadn't put that martial arts reference, I wouldn't have never known it was you, man. He said, thank you for doing that. So he asked me what was going on, what I was up to. Then I was doing IT, you all. I mean, I was working with computers and all that stuff. And I thought I was doing all right for myself, about $67,000 a year salary. I come and go as I please. Hey, I figured I was doing all right for myself. And so I'll tell you this, Jerry asked me if he could send me an audio program, one of his signature audio programs. Some of you've gotten my Meet the Goal, Strategy for Self-Improvement. It was just like that, just something very simple, a single CD. And he says, is it okay if I send you something? And he sent it to me. He said, just let me know what you think and whatnot. I got that audio program. I listened to it a bunch of times. It started the wheels turning because I heard some things on there I had never heard before. So he called me and he said, hey, Rod, what did you think of that? I said, oh, my goodness, that was powerful, man. Thank you so much for that. He said, you really like that? I said, yeah. He said, is it okay if I send you something else? And he sent me something else that he had did about relationship strategies, learning different relationship types and whatnot. And that changed everything for me because I thought you treat people the way you like to be treated. When I got a chance to listen to that, I realized that you don't treat people the way you like to be treated. You treat people the way they like to be treated. Oh, can I get an amen on that? You treat people the way they like to be treated. See, one of my mentors, Tony Alexandra, said, you have a 75% chance of getting it wrong with somebody if you treat them the way you like to be treated, because not everybody likes it the way you like it. Can we accept that, brothers and sisters? Not everyone likes it the way you like it. So wouldn't it be smart, wouldn't it be wise that if you're in France, you might want to talk to somebody who's a native French person or Frenchman, in France, or in French, like speak, to do a parlez-vous français, and if you're in Central and South America, you might want to get your Spanish skills up a little bit so you can better communicate with somebody who does speak Spanish. No, they don't have to be like you are. No, they don't have to talk like you talk. It's better, it's more intelligent, it's the civilized thing to do, brother and sister, when you can actually learn something new, be different to get the most out of somebody else. We're live on the Black Wealth Empowerment live Google Hangout, brothers and sisters, and I'm going to pop over to the Facebook group and see who's actually listening. Brothers and sisters, again, if you're just now joining us, make sure you put your name, your full name, Sister Brett. Oh, hold on. I got to take a pause for the call. Well, Sister Brett talking about what they doing at MM43. Oh, there they go. There they go out in Muhammad Mosque number 43 in Columbus. They always trying to outdo everybody in righteousness. I don't think it's right. Well, Sister Brandy, thank you for posting that out there. Yeah, that's a beautiful thing. Oh, that's some righteous competition right there. That's some righteous competition. But brothers and sisters, go ahead and put your name, the city you're in, what master study group you're a part of, and what your business is. If you have an email, a web page, make sure you post your web page. We're waiting for Brother Darrell to get back on the line so he's going to come in and got some powerful tips for us tonight. And make sure you put, if you don't have a web page or anything like that, or you might not be in a particular business that you own yourself, brothers and sisters, make sure you at least put a skill, your trade, what you're good at, or something you're extremely passionate about. You might not be doing it right now, but it's something that, well, if you had the opportunity, you definitely jump at that chance to earn a great living and do that thing. All right, so make sure you go ahead and do that right now in the private elusive exclusive Facebook group. I'm multitasking, brothers and sisters. Brother Darrell told me this afternoon, he said, you're working your God out. I told him, I said, it's difficult, like trying to tune in and everybody's thinking at the exact same time. I know that if I'm trying to do a few things around the house at the same time, I know Master Darrell Muhammad is God, because he tuned into the thinking of everybody on the planet at the same time and not get confused. Brothers and sisters, we got to get our skills up. Yes, ma'am, Brother Brandon, Sister Brandon, thank you so much for posting that in the private elusive exclusive Facebook group. Brothers and sisters, if anything that's being said by the grace of Allah is impacting you at all, we want to make sure that we put it in the private elusive exclusive Facebook group. You know, we want to make sure we put that out there, because here's the thing. Somebody's going to get benefit from those small tips, something that might have resonated with you, somebody might have missed, and they say, oh my goodness, I love that. That works for me. And they'll have it. You know, they'll have it, they can see it, and it's digital, so it's there. You know, and one thing we want to get into the habit of, brothers and sisters, also hashtagging things. Learn how to hashtag, find a theme and hashtag something. Brother Jesse, our beloved brother Jesse, was live with the Honorable Louis Farrakhan yesterday, tweeting, live tweet, you know, and so I'm telling you, something he taught us about hashtagging. See, the great thing about a hashtag, it allows us to go back later on and pull up everything that has that hashtag, and we can see it all together in a nice condensed place. So that's why hashtagging is so powerful, brothers and sisters. So if there's a theme, something you're seeing now, okay, if gratitude, if you notice on Facebook, I hashtag gratitude, hashtag married to an MGT, because that way, if you ever want to go back along the timeline, you can always find those things and pull them up and see them all in one theme. So brothers and sisters, that's what it's about. Make sure you stay connected. That's right. Yes, man, come on, Sister Brandy. Sister Brandy's on fire all the time. I don't know what's going on. I'm going to be out there in Columbus in a few weeks. And a couple people I got to see when I get out there. And Sister Brandy, I hope I get a chance to see you and the family out there when I get out there. You better have a treat. Let me just say this, brothers. I apologize. This is not our normal call. We have some technical difficulties. Brother Darrell's coming back on. I'm going to try to do some adjustments on my side so I can get my headset back going. But praise be to Allah for the difficulties in life, because I tell you one thing, you would not be seeing me right now had I not had a difficulty in my life this year. So, Brother Darrell, are you there?
I believe I am. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Testing 1, 2, 3. Mic check. Mic check.
Let me say this, Brother Darrell. I have to apologize to you, brother. It was all me. It was all me on this side.
Okay.
It was
that must be the way Allah wanted.
Brother Darrell, you was rebooting, unplugging, replugging, and I'm over here. I'm like, it was all me. I was the one in complete error over here. So praise be to Allah. We worked it out.
That's all right. That's all right. All right. So we live, and we got some members out there watching.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We were going in just now, Brother Darrell. We were talking about treating people the way they like to be treated, you know, while we were working on this, and talking about adversity, you know, that sometimes, you know, life is going to present us with adversities. That's how it works. And that it's not about the adversity, it's about how we respond to the adversity. And so that's what we kind of went in on, because technical difficulties provide adversity, but the true test is how you and I were going to respond to the adversity when it presented itself.
Absolutely, absolutely. Well, let me first of all say assalamu alaikum and welcome once again, everybody, to another broadcast, another live, and I mean live Google Hangout here at Black Wealth Empowerment Live. My name is Darrell Muhammad. Brothers and sisters, we are happy to have you with us. This is a special broadcast. As you might have seen posted in the private, elusive, exclusive Facebook group, this is a special broadcast, and we have something special for each and every one of you at the end of this broadcast. So I apologize for not being here or being late, but as Brother Rodney Assad, the courage coach, said, we have some technical difficulties, and brothers and sisters, it just goes to show you. It just goes to show you those that you may look up to, or those that may be in certain positions. Oftentimes, they're still challenged with life, and that's when we all can see, and particularly that person can see what it is that they're made out of. Because it's easy to be strong if there's no test of your strength. So we persisted. We are here, and I'm here, and I'm happy to be with you, brothers and sisters. I'm excited. I'm excited. I'm excited. And that's why the messenger told us, brothers and sisters, he told us our unity is more powerful than a nuclear bomb. If it was just me, we wouldn't have had the broadcast, or it would have gone interrupted. A lot of us would have gotten on and saw a blank screen, and Brother Assad, they would have said, "Oh man, see, there we go again. I knew it wasn't going to happen." And oh, I see, that's what I'm talking about. That's why I'm not going to waste my time trying to check out these programs. But because we here at Black Wealth Empowerment Live are doing our best, brothers and sisters, to lead by example, to lead with the tenets, our way of Islam, our way of devotion, and one of those ways is by us uniting. And if it wasn't for our brother, the courage coach, has been on the road. Between him and Brother Jesse, I need to just start traveling.
Yes, sir.
Because I feel like, you know they say, brothers and sisters, they say it like this: if you're the sharpest knife in your drawer, then you're in the wrong drawer. So I'm happy to be amongst brothers who are traveling and on the road, and they're on a journey to touch as many lives as possible. And brothers and sisters, with this technology, it never supersedes hand-to-hand combat, and never supersedes getting in the presence of a person so you can feel the spirit uninterrupted and unassisted by any type of technology. So we are most happy and most grateful for our brother Assad, who's coming down to the man on his right, in absence of Brother Jesse, who is in Baltimore. He was there with the minister last night, and I believe he even got there on Friday to be with the minister there at Morgan State University. And we'll get into more of that later on. So I just wanted to tell you thank you and welcome, and all you new people, all you new first-timers, please, how do you get involved in the conversation? We're having a conversation.
That's right.
All right? We're doing it virtually. This is live virtual networking. So how do you get involved? How do you build a nation? You know how you build a nation, brothers and sisters? You get involved. That's how you build a nation. We cannot say we're building a nation doing the minimum. As one of my mentors, Mr. Holton Bugg, says, don't let your minimum be your maximum. Go ahead and put that right now in the private, elusive, exclusive Facebook group. Don't let your minimum be your maximum. And the least you can do, brothers and sisters, is come on and watch. But we want you to get involved. You have to participate in this conversation. If not, then I could have just Googled Brother Assad, and he could have just accepted, and we could have just talked to each other back and forth. But you're here. You're here for a reason. Brothers and sisters, get involved. Get involved. Going right now, Brother Assad. Have we called roll? Have we announced the names of those that are in class and ready to learn?
You can hear me now? Can you hear me now, brother?
Mic check loud and clear.
Wow,
don't touch any buttons.
Wow. Let me hold on. Just stand here like this. Listen. This is not the wave. We are not doing that part yet. This is me with my hands up, not touching anything. Oh yes, sir, brother. Oh, brother Darrell. Sister Brandy she is on fire. And so Sister Brandy is all over the place. We're going to have to change it to Brandy Wealth Empowerment. That's what we're going to do, call it Brandy Wealth Empowerment. All right, so Sister Brandy's chimed in. So we're going to go down the list here. Sister Darrell Muhammad, she said a little late, But Elizabeth City, North Carolina, formerly a member of Muhammad Mosque number 2, Mosque Mariam in Chicago, and from Gary, Indiana. She said, but Sister Cheryl from all over the place. All right. Let me see here. Sister Jennifer Brown. Okay, Sister Jennifer and Brother Darren in the house here in Phoenix, Arizona. Muhammad Mosque number 32, over 16 years providing excellent customer service. I like the word excellent on that. Let me see who else. We got a lot because we've been on fire. Let me go down the line. Oh, Sister Tamara Sharif Muhammad. Sister Tamara, that's my sister, super sister. She says, Assalamu alaikum, family. She's Sister Tamara Sharif Muhammad from Lansing, Michigan Study Group, number 16. Let me say this right. Executive Marketing Director for Soul Purpose Lifestyle Company. And she put her website out there, and she is definitely the CEO. Let me say this right. The CEO of probably, I'm going to say probably the most powerful group of women doing some very, very beautiful things, other than like the MGT class, but these are MGT, so it's one and the same. Modesty International. I mean, all of our sisters and women that are on this, you definitely want to get down with that. Let me just say that that's a shameless plug. I ain't got nothing to do with it outside of that's my sister, and they doing powerful things over there. But I'm not a paid spokesperson, just lifting up the sisterhood because that's how I roll.
Is there a website, Brother Assad?
Oh, yes, sir. Yes, sir. ModestyInternationalOnline.com. And they've been doing, and they're the official, and Sister Tamara didn't know this. I'm going to leak this right now. I'm doing the official. They are the official call of reading the Naturally Beautiful Sister Ava. That's the official like reading study call that they're doing with Modesty International Online. They've been doing some, oh my good, modest models, and what they've been doing with that, they've doing some stuff. So Sister Ava's endorsed them and what they're doing. Wow. Very powerful reading from Naturally Beautiful. They're going in. Look, sisters, you got to get involved in that. Brothers, if you haven't bought we can't be on the call, but you can definitely get the book. But definitely, but Modesty International Online, it's a movement. It's a movement. And so, Sister Denise Renee, she's in with Denise's Soul Purpose. I'm loving Soul Purpose right now. This is on fire. Sister Denise out of Muhammad.
They got a Soul Purpose.
That's right. That's right. Yeah. Sister Denise is out of Muhammad Mosque number 45. She said in the South Best. That's the South Best, right? It's still got. Right. It's still, don't take the West out of it, y'all, because that's that's how it is. It's the Western region, so y'all can't take the West out of it. The Southwest region. And Sister put her link on there to a website. Brother Michael Carlos Muhammad, I got a chance to build with my brother today. Love that brother. With blackwealthtraining.com. Brother Michael Carlos is out of Muhammad Mosque number 32 in Phoenix, Arizona. You definitely want to connect with our brother Michael Carlos. I love to see him today. It was good. We got a chance to spend some time together. It was awesome. And Sister Brandy out of Columbus, Ohio, Muhammad Mosque number 43. Sister Brandy's doing big things with the food. And she put the website in. She was like first person in on this. Oh, there it is right there. And I'm going to be out there, Brother Darrell. I know I'm talking a lot about this, but I'm going to be out there. And I just really, really, really am looking for some treats. If there are no treats, Sister Brandy probably not going to be on the call no more, because I'm going to come over and I'm going to tell her husband and her family don't ever let her near another computer ever again, because she just be teasing people with the treats, and she ain't got no treats ever. So Sister Brandy with Just Yummy Bakery Columbus, definitely want to go to the website and patronize our sister, brother and sister. And Sister Mavis Jackson Muhammad here in Houston, Texas with the Overcomers Foundation, counseling and consultation. Sister Mavis doing very powerful things, working with the people. She's a charter member of the Mighty Muhammad Mosque number 45. And she said, Assalamu alaikum to my son and to all our teachers. That's a beautiful thing. And that's what we have right now, brother. Yes, sir.
All right. Now, Sister Marva, Sister, Mavis. She will be speaking here in Houston. Mavis, thank you very much. Thank you. She'll be speaking, brother, so she's starting to speak. So we've got her and get our training in place. Sister is going to be on a platform here in Houston, December 13th. Sister, please put that information into the private, exclusive Facebook group. And let all the believers know what the members are doing, so that way we won't be just, we won't think that we're flying on the wall. We're really flying around the room making some things happen.
Exactly.
We're making some things happen. So I did see that flyer at the mosque this weekend, so that's a beautiful thing. Beautiful, beautiful thing. All right, brother. Well, that's good. We
got
rocking
one
and
more.
rolling. Go ahead.
We get one more. We got Brother Munikai, Darrell Muhammad, Supreme Life University, doing life tuning and mentoring. Originally from Muhammad Mas number 32 in Phoenix, Arizona. He's living and working in Sendai, Japan, right now, and I'm looking to get out that way because I just want to see I want to see the real, like not the newfangled stuff they got. I want to see like the old school stuff, because I've watched so many karate movies, brother Darrell. You know how it is. You just watch kung fu theater, and so I want to get out there and see the real. But brother Munikai is out there doing big things, and I hope my brother's feeling better. I know he had some things he was dealing with while he was out there, and so I hope my brother's he's online, so I think he has the ability to type some things, and so yes, sir. So that's what we have right now, brother Darrell. So back to you.
All right. Praise be to Allah, and thank you very much, believers. Thank you very much. Now it's time to pay it forward. If we haven't paid it forward yet, then let's go ahead and do it right now. And if we did, let's do it again. You can't pay it forward enough. As you know, brothers and sisters, this is what we do. This is what we believe in. This is what we support. We support the idea of paying it forward, not just on Sundays on this broadcast, but you want to make it a part of your life. You want to make it a part of your life. So once again, it's time to pay it forward. So right above the video, you want to click the Facebook button, the Facebook share. Remember, you put in hashtag BWE Hangout, all one word. Put this in the Facebook share button. Go ahead and type in hashtag BWE Hangout space. We are live. Join us. We are live. Join us. And go ahead and hit the comment or the submit button. Do the same thing for Twitter. Hit the Twitter button. Hashtag BWE Hangout space. We are live. Join us. Instagram, Pinterest, all the buttons up there, brothers and sisters, that you're associated with. Go ahead and let them know that we're back again for broadcast number, I believe it is 21. Yep, 21. All right, broadcast number 21, and we going strong. You see, brother, the Courage Coach, he steps up and steps in, and you always got to be ready. See, one thing about a professional, brother and sister, you have to always keep in mind. A professional stays ready, so he won't have to get ready. Stays ready, so he won't have to get ready. So Brother Asad was ready, and he covered down. So go ahead, pay it forward, brothers and sisters. Now it's time to pay it forward. Let people know that you're committed to Black Wealth Empowerment Live Google Hangout, but most importantly, you're committed to the process. All right? So that's what you want to do. Do that right now, because we're moving forward quickly, because this is a special broadcast today, and I'll tell you more about that later. We have something free to give away. I got a special gift for you. I got a special gift for you. Everybody that's on the call, you're going to have a special gift for me tonight. So you want to hang tight. You don't want to go anywhere. You want to make sure you're somewhere so you can take notes. You want to make sure you're somewhere quiet. You want to make sure you only have 2 tabs open, one for the broadcast and one for Facebook. Put your phone on vibrate. Put it off to the side, brothers and sisters. You want to make sure that you can pay attention to what we're sharing right here, because remember, all right, remember, a nugget to you, brothers and sisters, can be a breakthrough for someone else. A nugget to you can be a breakthrough for someone else. That's why you want to put your notes in the private, elusive, exclusive Facebook page. Remember, all right, we learned something a couple of weeks ago. Remember, your hands are a digital recorder for your mind. So you want to write down your nugget, then you want to type it in the group. You want to write down your nugget, you want to type it in the group. You want to write down your notes, even if you don't put it in the group. You want to write down your notes. Write down your notes. I tell you what, Brother Asad, was very interesting. I was reading Supreme Wisdom, Instructions to the Laborer. The first instruction, it says for us to copy the answers. I said, wow. That means we're supposed to write out the answers of Elijah Muhammad to English lesson C1. I said, once again, your hands are a digital recorder for your mind. Now, God knew it, because if he didn't know it, he wouldn't be a God. But the God knew it. So he just gave us the instructions to copy the answers. Copy the answers. Like the brother said earlier, is not what happens to you, is how you respond. What is your answer to the network going down? What is your answer to not being able to be heard or seen on the broadcast when you're 1 and 2 in 30 seconds and you're gone live? What do you do? What is your answer? Our answer should be the answer of the most honorable Elijah Muhammad and the honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan. It's like our Christian brother used to wear armband several years ago, if you remember, at WWJD. What would Jesus do? Well, what would Jesus do? The Jesus as we know him to be. What would the Jesus in our midst that we saw yesterday do? What would he do? So, brothers and sisters, that's what we want to do. All right? We want to pay it forward. All right? We want to pay it forward. We want to write it down because it'll record to our minds. All right? So let's go ahead and see what else is happening in the private, elusive, exclusive Facebook group because we're moving quickly. We got a special program just for you. So what's going on, brother Asai? I know it's rocking and rolling over there because I came to the party and the music. When I came to the party, brother Asai, the music was going. It was playing already. Y'all was on the dance floor. So don't let me slow it down.
That's what I'm talking about.
As they say, well, D.L. Hughley say what? Keep the party going.
That's right. That's right. That's right. Yes, sir. Praise be to Allah. We and see when we party, the Muslim ain't no party like a Muslim party because the Muslims party righteously. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's all kind of truth. You gonna hear some Farrakhan over them beats, some Nuri, some Ava. You know what I'm saying over them beats. Them gonna be, you will be getting fed at the same time. And so we got brother Derek X Hughes. I think brother Derek's one of our newer members. Brother Derek Muhammad Mas, number 48, Dallas, Texas. Brother Derek's out there with my brother Jihad, my co-author, brother Jihad Hassan Muhammad. Got a chance to talk to my brother yesterday for a minute. Brother Derek is a freight broker. Ooh, that's what I'm talking about. Ooh, brother, come on. I love this nation building right here. He said I can help with shipping. All right, and he's got some terms there that I don't know what them must be shipping terms, brother Derek. You have to help us out with the letters, with the FTL and the LTL, because we us lay people we don't know what that means. All right. Oh, what brother? No, call me. All right. He said I have the best rates for shipping small packages on 150 pounds to over 220 countries. Watch out. Brother's got his number in there. Oh, brothers and sisters, you gotta definitely support that. If you're shipping things, Sister Brandy and others of us who ship things across state lines, you definitely want to do that. Let me go over to the other side, brother Derek. You know how this is.
Brother, why you doing that, brother? You just said it. You just said it. When a brother like that comes into the group and posts what he does, he's a shipper. All right? Sister Brandy and all of you who have actual products, your ears should have gone up, a bell should have rung. You should be contacting that brother so he can help get your food product shipped. All right? Shipped. He can maybe help you and give you some insightful tips. Because I want to know, Sister Brandy, how can you get your product to me in Houston, Texas? I know you don't put in preservatives, so that's where the brother comes in with his expertise in shipping. All right? His expertise in shipping. So, brothers and sisters, whatever you do, all right, outside of a service, if you have a product, contact brother. Is it Derek or Darren?
Brother Derek.
Contact brother Derek within 24 hours and make that happen, brothers and sisters. Anything short of that, we would not be maximizing BWE, Black Wealth Empowerment, this private Google Hangout, this private Facebook Hangout. All right? Because that's what it's about. Anything short of networking. All right? Anything short of networking. If we have all these friends on our Facebook page, brothers and sisters, all right, and we can't monetize them, we can't point them in a certain direction, we can't, have them support us, or we can't unite with them in something meaningful that they're doing, then we don't have influence. You know what we have? We're just popular. Mm-hmm. We're just popular. That's all we have. We're just popular. Brother Asai, brother, I'm in the process right now of streamlining my Facebook friends. I'm in the process of really organizing that whole thing based on just what I said. Yes. If I'm not supporting them, they're not supporting me. Then what? You know what I'm saying? What are they doing there? I mean, why do I have them as a friend? Just so I can get up 3,000 and 4,000 and 5,000.
Mm.
All right. So that's what we have to do, brothers and sisters. Go through there and look for what you need. Look for what you need to take your business to the next level.
Well, brother,
All
and
right?
brother
Take your
Darrell.
business to the next level.
Brother Darrell, can I say
Go
something
ahead.
to that? This, in my earlier days in the Nation of Islam, there we go. Back when I first came in, brothers and sisters, back in the day. Prior to the Million Man March, prior to '95, I'm going to go over there with it.
After 75 and prior to 95.
Yeah, yes, sir. After 75 and prior to 95. I was told, one of the first things I learned, and I got when I first came in, he said there was a saying to say, if the God you serve isn't serving you, you need to throw that one away and get a new one. Somebody was quoted saying they heard that from the Most Honorable Elijah Muhammad. I've never physically read that necessarily, but it was said that he said, I guess it's like a hadith or something like that or whatever, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so, and someone said, the God you serve is not serving you. You need to throw that one away and get another one. And so the reason why I'm saying that is this, brothers and sisters. If we are doing things that are not returning it, getting return, you're involved in things and not netting you. Even if it's netting you information, that's still something. But if you're not getting a return on the investment of time, resources, activities, energy, then you need to throw that away. Just let it go. It's returning to you void. It's the salt has lost its savory power. It's good for nothing but to be trodden underfoot. So you can let that go. Don't spend any more time on that. Same thing, brother Darrell. You must be like me. We come from the same tribe and clan and whatnot. Because every December I do a friends purge. I used to do it with just my phone. Now we get to do it with Facebook. Well, I go through my phone and find out, why do I know each person in my phone? What's our relationship? What's our communication? What's our contact? Is this somebody I'm helping to feed? Somebody that's feeding me? Is it a future contact? Something I'm developing? Something at some point me and this person will need to connect? We have to determine what those relationships are. If not, it's vanity. And so that's the one thing I just learned from what you just said, that having a huge friends list. I got 5,000 friends. Well, yeah, on Facebook, but it may look cute, may make you feel good, but if it's to no benefit, you're not serving those 5,000 people. Why do you got them? You're not teaching the multitudes, then why do you have five? So you can say you got 5,000 friends? I'll end with this point, Brother Darrell. You said so much. Oh, that's powerful. Something I said today to one of the believers we're talking about, brothers and sisters said, oh, you got a new phone. I said, oh, yeah, well, it's actually like 3 models back. I said, it's 3 models. This ain't even the newest one. This is 3 models ago. One and I said, and so it says, oh wow, okay. I said, because here's something I learned from Sister Ava Muhammad many years ago. He said, I'm not trying to do that so I can impress other slaves.
Wow.
So you want 5,000 friends so you can impress other people who are in the same condition you in? Stop. You better, if you're doing it, do it for an empowered reason. So thank you, Brother Darrell, for that. You just taught me something very powerful. Thank you, sir. Black Wealth Empowerment at Work.
That's right. That's right. Well, praise be to Allah. That's what we're here for, brothers and sisters. We're here to collaborate. We're here to have a mastermind session. That's really what this is, a mastermind session. And you're participating virtually live through the private exclusive Facebook group. All right? Our job here, brothers and sisters, is for us to bring to you the treasure troves of our experience. I'm going to be sharing some things with you later on in the program on what is financial empowerment. And I'm going to bring this information to you, brothers, from my painstaking time of reading, my painstaking time and experience that I had to come through. Why? So you won't have to do it. Why? So your learning curve can be more immediate than mine. All right? And that's what you have to understand about the learning process. That's what you have to understand about when you have teachers and coaches and mentors. The objective is so that you can learn what they've learned in a much, much shorter period of time. It's not so you can go out and buy all the books that we reference, even though many of them you should buy. But it's not so that you would have to read all of them, but many of them you should read. It's with the understanding that the person in front of you who have read those books, the person in front of you who has experienced what you need to learn. That's who you need to draw from. That's who you need to learn from. As the minister says, that's who you need to parse the words from. It reminds me of something that you might have read, that I've read in Closing the Gap, Brother Assad. It said that the Honorable Elijah Muhammad was given 104 books to read by Master Farad Muhammad. Now, here's the interesting point. All right? Here's the interesting point, Brother Assad. He didn't start reading those books until Master Farad Muhammad left. Why would you have a living book? Why would you have a God there in your presence to learn from, and then we go pick up an inanimated object and read from that versus a human being, and in this case, God himself? See, these are the basic things, brothers and sisters, that we have to understand when we talk about wealth. Wealth is so far beyond money. So far beyond money. Just know this, brothers and sisters. Now here, write this down. Put this in your notes. Anything on the physical plane is in the lowest vibrational dimension. Let me say that again. Anything on the physical plane is on the lowest vibrational dimension. Just write that down. Like they say, you'll catch it in a minute. But that's powerful, brothers and sisters. So the highest form in the physical plane is still at the lowest vibration in the dimension. All right? So we're trying to prepare you and get you ready for what we're about to share with you. All right? Because we want to drop it, as the Christians say. We want to drop it in your spirit. Because after the minister's lecture last night, I don't know about you, Brother Assad, but I do know about you. I don't know about who else listening.
That's right.
But after hearing the minister and the way he threw down the mic at the end,
dropped it.
Go ahead, Brother Assad. I turn it back over to you.
Dropped the mic and watched it smoke. Now, brothers and sisters, let me say this. Let me say this to you all right now on the Black Wealth Empowerment. Listen, this is not just something you might get just off the internet or nothing like that. We are registered members of the Nation of Islam in good standings. Thank you very much. And we love the teachings of the Most Honorable Elijah Muhammad. We believe in Master Farad Muhammad, and we know that the Honorable Louis Farrakhan is who many of us know him to be. Some think he might be, but he's much bigger than some of us. Who we think he is. He's much bigger and much more important than we give the full credit to, And so I'll tell you this, brothers and sisters. We take our cue from the Honorable Louis Farrakhan, and he takes his cues from his leader, his teacher, his guide, the man who fashioned him by Allah's permission into the man he is. And like the Christ told the Honorable Louis Farrakhan, Allah made you for me, brother. He got the right heart condition, the right disposition, the right mindset, the right mentality, or the right just way about himself, the right life circumstances to produce the man that we see now. Now, let's say this. The reason why I'm saying all that is I prefaced it because of this reason. The energy, the passion that the Honorable Louis Farrakhan displayed last night, that's not new for him. But if you look at where he was, what he spoke on, what he was saying in accord with the time, remember, it's the time and what must be done. We have to have that same, channel that same passion, brothers and sisters. You got to find it within yourself. I was telling Brother Darrell, I spoke to you about this a little earlier. I told the brother today, you gotta do what you're doing like your life depends on it, because it does, brothers and sisters. It does. Our people are dying. We are dying. Right? And so if that's the condition, that's what's happening right now. Allah is trying to he's blowing on the bones. You got to stand up. You got to go all in. You running if you running a business, be in business. I'm glad today my brother Ali, he was young brother, and I watched him kind of grow up because his father was the late brother Wali Muhammad. May Allah be pleased with him. He's my first captain, the regional captain Wali out of Muhammad Mosque number 27, and he's the son of sister Aisha Muhammad, another student. She's a minister of the Nation of Islam. The Honorable Farrakhan said she is a minister in the Nation of Islam, and Sister Aisha. And so he said to me today, he had some boxes for this bean pies in, and he came in the door, and he's the first officer too. I said, finally, because that's how we roll it. You're a bakery, and he's seen me do this for over a year, and I said, finally, it's about, brother, thank you so much for upgrading the game. He said, brother, he said, man, I saw you. I said, wait a minute. He said, I saw him at the little place, and I bought the boxes. I said, brother, to see the now I like this. I'm in love right now. And now we have products. He has bean pies. I have bean pies. It's not about that. You know, he has a product that people love and enjoy. I actually like his pies as well. I have a product that people like and enjoy. My price point is a little different than his price point. It is what it is. But it's not about that. It's creation. He has a creative product. The way he does it. Okay, cool. I like that. And so we don't have any problems. Ain't no beefs. Ain't no bean pie wars or none of that. But I love the fact that he upgraded his game, took it to another level because he saw something. I said, brother, go all in. He said, I got to go. I said, go all in. There's no reason. There's no way I should have came to Phoenix, Arizona. You were already here doing this, and I'm doing it. There's no way you should have let that happen. Just as a business person. So, brothers and sisters, whatever you're doing, whatever you're involved in, go all in. Go all in for your family. Go all in for our people. This is all we got. The Honorable Farrakhan said this to us, and we heard this before. You're going to die anyway. You might as well die doing something powerful, doing something meaningful, doing what you love to do. This is Black Wealth Empowerment, brothers and sisters. So if you are just now joining us, make sure you go into the live, private, elusive, exclusive Facebook group right now and put your name, your city you're from, what mosque or study group. Throw up your set now. Now, we ain't talking about no gang banging. We ain't in all that. You know what I mean, y'all. But throw up come on, mosque pride, brothers and sisters. These are individual temples that have a responsibility. All right? We are part of the collective, yes, but each individual entity has a responsibility in their areas. That's how we're cubing the whole. That's how we're covering the 3,000 by 2,000 so fast, is because we have these satellite places that are doing this work. So, brothers and sisters, throw that up. Let people know where you at. I say recruit believers from other mosques if you're doing big things out there. You know what I'm saying? Or train them up and send them back. Train them up and send them back. You know what I'm saying? Right. So, brothers and sisters, definitely go on the private exclusive group. Post your name, what city you're from, what mosque study group, and what business you have. If you have a business, put your website, any links you might have. And if you don't have a business, brothers and sisters, where you have an actual product that you do, you might have a service, or at least let the brothers and sisters, the believers, know what it is you do that you do well. Can I say, I'm going to say this, brother Darrell, I'm going to put this out right now on the Black Wealth Empowerment before I post it just digitally everywhere. I'm looking right now for an illustrator, somebody to do a piece of art for the Honorable Louis Farrakhan. He does not know it's going to be done, so I'm not saying what it is right now. But I need somebody to do something for a very powerful work that I'm working on right now. But I need somebody with extremely talented art skills to do a cartoon. It's a cartoon. It's not an actual moving cartoon, but still image. But I need a cartoon done. But I need somebody. If any of you know somebody that can do it, that think they can pull it off, I want to see their work. We'll vet that, and then some contractual issues we have to get taken care of. But I need that, brothers and sisters. It's something I need relatively soon. So if we have any cartoonists out there, somebody could do that, or somebody. That's what this is about. Connecting with other people to get things done. The 6 degrees of separation, brothers and sisters. I know somebody knows somebody that knows somebody. Let's make that happen. Brother Darrell, let me see what's going on in private, elusive, exclusive Facebook group. Back to you, sir.
All right. Brothers and sisters, man, you're getting it tonight, brothers and sisters. You're getting it from the best of the best in the Nation of Islam, brothers and sisters. You are a blessed people, as the minister keeps on reminding us. We are a blessed people, and we need to act like it. I need to act more like it. You need to act more like it. It has nothing to do with your present condition. It has nothing to do with that. All right, brothers and sisters, it has everything to do with the promise of the future that God, Master Farad Muhammad, promised us. And we're here at Black Wealth Empowerment Live. Brother Assad and Brother Jesse, Brother Michael, Carlos, and you, each and every one of you, we are here to be accounted for. We are here to say, here am I, send me. So we have to go out and get the rest of the believers, brothers and sisters, because I'm telling you, I had the Brother Assad, there was more lost found wanting to join the group this week than registered believers. All right? That's a trend that we don't want to see continue. So I'm commissioning everybody, every member, to go out there, promote it. Go on your Facebook page. All right? Go on the Facebook page and find out which of the believers that are friends with you that are willing to make their word bond and join you next week. All right? Because this year is almost over. We have 40 some odd days left. And we intend, those of us here that you see at Black Wealth Empowerment Live, we intend to take it to the next level, brothers and sisters. We're going after the youth of the Nation of Islam who are entrepreneurs, and we're bringing them here, and we're going to turn this platform over to them. All right? So I commission each and every one of you all this next week. Talk about Black Wealth Empowerment. Tell them what you're getting from the calls with Brother Michael, Carlos Muhammad, and the book to study for the rest of the year. All right? For the rest of the year. The Science of Getting Rich by Wallace Waddle. Brothers and sisters, this platform, Brother Assad, this platform is really for us to stretch out in. See, there's some things we can do here that we're not in the position of doing the mosque. We don't have the opportunity to do in the mosque. It's not the timing in the mosque to do it. All right? I was telling the brother the other day, Brother Assad, I was talking with the brother. I said, you know what? We expect the nation headquarters to do more than what it should do. We're trying to make the Nation of Islam a socialistic government.
Exactly.
Where everything for the people comes from the government. You want to be like Russia?
Ooh.
Huh? You want to be like Russia, where everything is provided for the people? You want to be like China, where everything is provided? See, we're going to force God. Let me tell you, let me help you out, brothers and sisters. You can't force yourself. You're not going to be able to force God to make the Nation of Islam a socialistic government. How can it have socialistic government and then talking about freedom, justice, and equality? How's that going to go together?
Ooh.
I'm not smart enough. Maybe you are. But suffice to say, don't waste your time. This is a platform, brother. So this is an opportunity for us to stretch out. So we can say, look, Brother Farrakhan, because he wants to see. He wants to see the growth of the believers. He wants to see us take the blessings that Allah gives us individually. And then as the Messenger of the Black Man says, those that have like minds and have like interests come together and make this thing happen. That's who you should be looking for among your believing friends on Facebook. Facebook lets you put your friends in categories. Put them in categories. Put your lost found friends in categories. Put them based on business affiliation, based on mosque. These are the brothers and sisters that I invited to Black Wealth Empowerment. These are the ones that came, who attended. All right? That's what we have to do. So thank you so very much, brother. So let's go. Let's go ahead. It's time to we getting real serious here. It's time to go ahead and add a little honey to this medicine, because you know I came in late on the party, so I still got a little groove in me since I came in late. Some folks has got off the dance floor, got a little water, little soda. They say in the South, soda water. When you got your little 7-Up, a little Sprite. Now you're ready to get back on the dance floor, all right? So let's go ahead and get back on the dance floor. It's time to do that social mob hustle. It's time to do that social mob, social media mob, social media flash mob.
Uh-oh.
We didn't do it last week, brother, so you should be ready. But we weren't here last week. We took a little break.
Right.
We took a little break so we can have this special broadcast and the special gift for you tonight. All right? So let's get ready for the social media flash mob. You know how it goes, my sisters. If you've been here before, if not, this is your first time, this is what we do. We want to simultaneously, all at once, succinctly shoot and blast and mob social media with a message. We want to send them a message from Black Wealth Empowerment Live. It's called the social media flash mob. Flash mob. So what you need to do right now, brothers and sisters, open up your Facebook share button. Open up your Facebook share button. Put in there, once again, our hashtag is hashtag BW Hangout space. Just be all one word, hashtag BWE Hangout. All together. All right, put that in your share button, your Facebook share. Now, here's what we want you to do. Don't press send yet, because we're going to count down from 1 to 3. And Brother Assad and I, we're going to say it together in harmony, a cappella style. We're gonna say what we're gonna say. We're so grateful. So here's what you do: open up your Facebook share, hashtag BW Hangout, all together, space. I'm so grateful. Period. I'm so grateful. Period. Don't press send yet. Don't press comment. Just go ahead and type that in and leave the box open. And at the count of 3. That's when you press the comment button. So once again, you ready? All right, you ready? You ready, A students? You ready? Premier members, you ready? Founding members of BWE, you ready? All right, brother. So I got the flash mob hand waving. All right, so hashtag BWE Hangout, all together, space. I'm so grateful, because we want the whole world to know that the followers of the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan that are members of BWE, we're grateful. It don't matter what's happening right now in your life. We're grateful. We're grateful. All right? So you ready? You should have that typed in already. You ready, Brother Assad?
Yes, sir.
All right. Here we go. Hands up.
Hands up.
Hands up, fingers on the keyboard. Hands up, fingers on the keyboard. All right. You ready? At the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. I'm so grateful.
Like, what
oh, wait. There's something else going on over there. There's cabbage fast going on over there. That's the nay over there. Y'all too old about know about the nay.
Oh.
All right. Thank you, brothers and sisters. Thank you very much for participating in the social media flash mob. But what? Guess what? There's more. But wait, there's more. Go to the private, elusive, exclusive Facebook group. Put right there in the comment section. Was it right? Click right. When you post something in Facebook, post in the private, elusive, exclusive Facebook group right now. Hashtag BW Hangout space. Hashtag BW Hangout one word space. I'm so grateful. And list what you're grateful for. Mm-hmm. Don't give us the canned response. Give us something that considers thought.
Dig deep.
Give us something that, you have to dig deep in your spirit, in your soul. Because that's what time we're living in. Muhammad is time, and he's Farrakhan Muhammad. All right? So dig deep and put what you're grateful for. Put something different that you said last week or the week before last and the week before that. Put some thought into it, brothers and sisters. We are thinking people. That means you never stop thinking. That means you got to go to sleep to stop thinking. That means you got to learn meditation in order to stop thinking. All right? So put that in right now. Hashtag BW Hangout one word space. I'm so grateful. And then put what you're grateful for. What you're grateful for.
Ooh.
All right? Put what you're grateful for. And the brother who planted that seed in my spirit, and he's right there, here with us tonight, the courage coach, Brother Assad Muhammad, planted that seed several weeks ago on this broadcast. He just mentioned it, and it resonated with my spirit. And I've been wondering, what phrase can we use for this social media flash mob? Sometimes, brothers and sisters, you just got to wait on the Lord. Sometimes you just got to wait and be patient, and he'll give you what you're looking for.
Stand
still.
He
gave that to...
I say stand still.
That's right.
Stand still.
Stand still. All right? Brothers and sisters, you are part of a movement in a movement. This movement, BWE, is inside the movement of the Nation of Islam. Brother Robert, the minister, Southwest Regional Minister here in Houston, said today, he said that the nation is not a mass movement, but is meant to move the masses. Not a mass movement, but is meant to move the masses. And that's what we're here for, brothers and sisters. Remember, we're first believers. We're first followers of the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan. That's what we're first and foremost. So don't you forget that. Don't you forget that. This platform is here to improve ourselves economically. This platform here is so that we can be awakened to the reality of economics, personal financial empowerment. We're going to talk about that tonight because now is the time. Now is the time, brothers and sisters. And I'm going to cover that later. So, to raise our consciousness of economic empowerment, all right, to learn what wealth is really, what is wealth? What is wealth? All right, if we have not studied it, then we're leaning on our own understanding, and the scripture warns us about that. So, what is wealth? What is wealth? Is that the same as riches? And what it is to have wealth, and what it is to be wealthy. What it is to have wealth and what it is to be wealthy. We're here to help the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan. We're here so we can understand that it's a price we have to pay. You said it, Brother Assad, earlier. The minister said it last night. Time to put our life on the line, man. It's time for us to realize really what's at stake. And stop playing with this thing, Brother Darrell. Stop playing with this thing. We're supposed to have a seriousness of a soldier. Soldiers do not go into battle without his game face on. Because he know at any minute something can blow up and kill him. Minister talked about it last night. Brothers and sisters, you should go back. I nursed on it earlier today because I wanted to glean something out of it for tonight's presentation. But the spirit that the minister had last night, good God Almighty, that's the spirit that we need to have right now. And if you don't have it, then you watched the minister lecture last night and keep on watching it. You can't help but to have it. You just keep on watching it. And to help the minister with the Muhammad's economic blueprint. Remember, don't let your minimum become your maximum. $18 is for those that have the meager means.
Right.
Meager means. That's the most they can do. But if our means are above meager, then we should be doing $18 a month, $18 a quarter, $18 a day, $18 something. You times $18 times 30 days and see, don't you have a bill that's equal that at least? Might be your cable bill. Who knows? Who knows? All right? So that's what we're here to do, brothers and sisters. This platform is designed for the business people of the Nation of Islam. This platform is designed for those of us that are not in business, but to improve our personal financial well-being and help the nation, help other believers, help those that are in business. Because it's borderline tyranny if we don't support our own, when our own sells a product or service that we already consume. That we already consume. And you know what the penalty of tyranny is, brothers and sisters?
Oh.
The penalty of tyranny is death. All right? Is to connect the consumers of the Nation of Islam with the service and product providers in the Nation of Islam. Make it your business, brothers and sisters, to patronize at least one Nation of Islam Muslim-owned business per month. Just try it. Just try it. Just try it. Get Brother Assad book this week and get you some bathroom tissue from Freedom Paper next week, and that should last you at least a couple of weeks. All right, and then go and buy some products from Sister Brandy. All right, and then get with the other believers. They're right there. That's why we have you put your business in the Private, elusive, exclusive Facebook group. Buy something from the sisters with sole purpose.
That's right.
All right? Buy something from them. You should treat yourself. Just go in there and buy the cheapest product you got. So you got to start somewhere. You start with the desire. It's to provide the training to our members here at BWE. The training for the consumers, the training for those of us in business. We have to be trained, brothers and sisters. We don't know. We just don't know. We just don't know what we don't know. So this is to bring the training by the experts within the nation here so we can rejoice. If nothing else, we can rejoice and we can be excited about our nation. We can be excited to know, wow, man, I didn't know we had Sister Wendy in the Nation of Islam up there in Washington, D.C., who help businesses, and on boards. And wow, I didn't know that. I didn't know we had our own inspirational speaker that travels, not a speaker name, because I haven't been looking, but I didn't know they had so many business coaches, Brother Assad, and life coaches. That, Lord have mercy. Woo, look, everybody on my Facebook page pop up. I should know. They're a life coach. They're a business coach. And I'm wondering how they life working, how they life working for them, how they business going for them. Everybody.
Yes.
But we have those in our nation.
Mm-hmm.
See, that's what happens, brothers and sisters. We get so excited about outside of our nation because we don't know what's on the inside of our nation. That's why this platform is so very important, because we need to know who our shining stars are.
And Brother Darrell.
Inshallah, Brother Assad is working on getting Sister Ava here. Yes, sir.
Yeah. Oh yeah, and I had a conversation about that today to get those wheels turning. She agreed that she would come on. What we got to do is we might have to do it on do a special day, because she does do her WVON broadcast on Sunday as well. So I'm gonna find out this week how we can make that happen. But inshallah, brothers and sisters, Sister Ava, she did agree that she would be on. We just got to work out all the particulars. But one thing I wanted to say to what you were saying right now, just on that thread, without going any further, I was thinking over the last couple of days about the unwrapped gifts. Now, everybody on the line right now, live Google Hangout, you know about unwrapped gifts. And brothers and sisters, go ahead in the private exclusive Facebook group and put in there, I am an unwrapped gift. I am an unwrapped gift. And here's the thing, brothers and sisters. When we heard that term many years ago, did you think that somebody else was supposed to unwrap you? Was that the erroneous socialist thinking that you had, that somebody else was supposed to unwrap you and then display you to everybody else? No, you need to unwrap your gifts. And stand out in the marketplace, stand out amongst the people, shine, start to show forth his works that shine through. See, it's not your will, it's his will. Fine, we got that. You know how it works. It's not you. You didn't self-create. We understand that. But brothers and sisters, you can't hide your light under a bushel basket. You gotta stand out. You gotta step out there. You gotta be bold, be brave, be strong, be courageous. Go and get that. The Honorable Louis Farrakhan he's not waiting on us, but he's looking for us to do something. He cannot go to his father, he cannot go to the wheel to get the book, because we are playing games, because we're not helping with the assignment, right? We're not going all out. We're not manifesting what Allah's put in each and every one of us. Yeah, when the Honorable Elijah Muhammad, the exalted Christ, the eternal leader of the nation of Islam, said to the Honorable Louis Farrakhan about his value, at some point the Honorable Louis Farrakhan had to see that for himself, and he had to stand out. Think about this, brothers and sisters. This is the same man who said in 1975 that he didn't think he was qualified to lead. So if you don't feel that about yourself, brothers and sisters, you're in good company. Because our brother said that about himself. But at some point, he had to not be like Jonah. He had to stop running from his destiny. He had to go ahead and stand up and say, okay, I'm going to rebuild the work. I'm going to do what my father told me to do. And here we are. I'm so glad that he did. I am so glad he did. So, brothers and sisters, unwrap your gifts. Nobody else has to do it. Don't wait for the captain, lieutenant, the squad leader. Nobody's going to just give you no magic sprinkle of dust. We don't have no popes. Ain't nobody going to dominate on you and you all good. No, no, ma'am. No, sir. Stand out, brothers and sisters. This is your chance. This is your time. Allah called you. Sister Brandy, what you put in the private exclusive Facebook group, that's the message I got when Sister Tanya made her transition and I was home that night. I said that to my prayer rug. I stood before Allah. I was actually on the ground and I was crying and everything was coming, and I said, here I am, Allah, choose me. And here we are, brothers and sisters. Here we are. I didn't want to do this. This is not something I asked for. But here I am. Choose me. And I'm going all out and going all in. I'm challenging each and every one of you right now that are watching, go all out. Go all in. Brothers and sisters, the people are waiting for you to show up. Somebody's life is hinging on you showing up. I said that before, but do you really understand that, brothers and sisters? Come on, come on. The nation was great like it was prior to 75 because individual believers went out there and worked the economic blueprint of the Most High Elijah Muhammad. We collected, pooled our resources. We went into business together. We international trade and commerce. You can do this, brothers and sisters. Black Wealth Empowerment, that's what it's about. So right now, those of you on a private, exclusive Facebook group, if you're new, you're just joining us on the live Google Hangout, make sure you go in, post something powerful in the private, exclusive Facebook group that's been benefiting you, some things that you've gotten over all the calls that have been working for you. Go in right now. You got stuff to be grateful for, brothers and sisters. Don't get on this call and just soak up the information and don't use it. Talk about your experience. What has Islam done for you? Brother Darrell, back to you. I've been around to get in here. I don't even want. I'm getting fired. Farrakhan got me fired up.
Yes, sir. He got me fired up too. Ladies and gentlemen, that is your courage coach. As he says on his audio. What is it?
Cultivate
the
courage
courage to roar.
That's right.
Cultivate the courage to roar. Yes, sir. That's the courage coach, brothers and sisters. But please. What excuse do we have, brothers and sisters? Come on. We are begging you. Come on and help the minister. All right? We're almost at that time, brothers and sisters. We're almost at the time for the special presentation. Here's what we want you to do. Once again, it's time to let the whole world know. It's time to pay it forward. Click on the Facebook share. Hashtag BWD Hangout space. Hashtag BWD Hangout space. Brother Darrell is up next. Brother Darrell is up next. Brother Darrell is up next. Facebook share, hashtag BWE Hangout. Not in the private group, up there in the share button. Hashtag BWE Hangout space. Brother Darrell is up next. And send that out. Send that out, brothers and sisters. Send that out right now because we're going to get started here. And we're going to talk about what is financial empowerment. The name of the group is Black Wealth Empowerment. All right, but we're gonna do some other things before we do that. I just want to say this real quick, brothers and sisters. I'm so grateful. What am I grateful for? Something unique and special. Okay, we should have something to be grateful for that's specific, brother Assad, right down to the modern times. We should have something that we can say that we're grateful for in specific, not in general. I'm grateful for my life. That's in general. What in your life you're grateful for? What in your life you're grateful for today? What in your life you're grateful for of an experience that God has allowed you to have and learn from? I'm so grateful today, brothers and sisters, because today, 50 years ago today, Allah allowed my mother to give birth to a baby boy at 12:36 p.m. in San Francisco, California. He was born Darrell Joseph Dorsey, but you know him as Brother Darrell Muhammad. I'm so grateful that Allah has allowed me to see 50 years. 50 years, brothers and sisters. So today is my birth anniversary, and instead of, as the minister says, instead of me receiving a gift, I have a gift for each and every one of you in my celebration of birth today. the 23rd of November, 1964, Allah allowed me to come into this world at 12:36 p.m. And I was at the mosque at that time today. So, brothers and sisters, get ready. Get ready. This is a special, special live broadcast. And it was special not because so much because it's my birth anniversary. You know why it's special? Because Farrakhan spoke yesterday. And he put that spirit in the atmosphere. You know why it's special today? Because they announced it yesterday after his address that he was going to speak today at the mosque there in Baltimore. So even though we didn't hear him, I was hoping that they would broadcast. Even though we didn't hear it, that don't stop his spirit, all right, from permeating through the universe. Because Muhammad is time. Brother Robert said something today, brother. Says he said yesterday, Brother Assad, he said, just as the minister, he said the minister wasn't finished speaking. Thereafter, they had earthquake in Asia. They had an earthquake in Dallas. I didn't know that until Brother Robert said it today at the mosque. All right? So that lets us know, brother and sister, like Brother Assad said, see, it don't matter what Satan has put on me. It doesn't matter that I haven't shaken all the soot and dross off of me that Satan has put on me. That's irrelevant. What's relevant is that I'm willing to not even think about that and be like Lot and just keep my eyes on the prize and keep on walking and following the angel, which is Minister Farrakhan. I believe it. Who was that said the messenger told him, brother, do you know that you're an angel? Brother Ishmael said that, I believe. Right? He's an angel. He's that angel that we as a lot type people need to follow. And don't look to our right. Don't look to our left. Don't worry about who's joining you, who's coming with you. If your wife is going to come, if your husband going to come, if your children going to come. Let's just follow that angel until we get to the other side. So we're almost at that point in time, Brother Assad, Courage Coach. Let's go in here and see what's happening in the private, elusive, exclusive Facebook page as I cue up my mic for this special presentation.
Yes, sir, Brother Darrell. This is awesome. This is great, great, great. Brothers and sisters, you are in for a treat tonight with Brother Darrell Muhammad blessing us with some information on what is financial empowerment. You know, what is financial empowerment? It's not about encouragement. It's about empowerment. So on the private, elusive, exclusive Facebook group, they give me some birth anniversary blessings. Now let me say this, brothers and sisters. I went in on Facebook about this whole happy birthday. We don't celebrate birthdays in the Nation of Islam business. So you just sort of say
Wait
that.
Wait a minute now. You better stay in your lane. Stay in your lane.
I'm messing with your stuff right now. Now,
we don't let Farrakhan mess up our stuff now. Leave us alone.
Right. But I want to say this, brothers and sisters. You know, one thing in that thread when we get through that is this. You know, there are those in our lives who have positively impacted us. And it's not about celebrating birthdays. It's about celebrating the fact that Allah saw fit to bring somebody forth that has impacted your life in a powerful way. You know, Brother Darrell Muhammad's had an impact on me and others. I hope some of you have gotten something from my brother. So I thank Allah that he was born, that his mother and father gave birth to him, that process happened by which our brother could be here. A lot of you all that are my Black Wealth Empowerment family, a lot of you that I've met personally, thankful. Think about this, brothers and sisters. I'm thankful that Sister Mavis Jackson Muhammad came forth. All of her experiences, her life journey, the tragedy, the triumph. See, all that produced a Jesse and a Derek and all, you know, and all of her children. See, these are see, we can thank Allah for bringing somebody to birth. So it's not about celebrating birthdays. It's about celebrating Allah in the person of that person. They're doing something powerful. So I celebrate the empowered way in which Brother Darrell lives his life, the empowered way in which others live their lives. You impacting people in bringing goodness to people. So, Brother Darrell, we got a lot of brothers and sisters in the Private Elusive exclusive Facebook group that are just, that you've touched, brother. And we thank Allah for you, and we thank Allah for your parents and the life journey you've had. No matter what it was, it produced the person that we get a chance to see and experience right now. So we thank Allah for every moment, every minute, every hardship, every success. And so we got a lot of birth anniversary hookups. That's hot. So we got Brother Derek X Hughes. Brother Derek is going in strong. Thank you, Brother Derek, for posting the things you've been posting. Just really staying. He's very active. Brother Derek is giving Sister Brandy a run right now. I'm loving Brother Derek X Hughes. Brother Derek is in the house. Sister Brandy, righteous competition. Brothers and sisters, put in, I'm an unwrapped gift. Be an unwrapped gift, brothers and sisters. Sister Denise put in a quote, it is borderline tyranny if we do not support our own, brothers and sisters. We don't boycott black businesses, so says the Christ. And Brother Darrell, that's what we're looking at. If everybody's ready to really hear about what is financial empowerment. And I'll say this, brothers and sisters, before we bring Brother Darrell on, this is what this is about. We are emptying out what we've gotten over the years into you all. We are trying our best by Allah's permission. Inshallah, this is what we're doing. This is us giving. We're giving. I get paid to speak. I do. I get paid to speak. And I used to say when I used to DJ parties back in the day, people asked me, was I going to the party? I said, if I'm not getting paid, I'm not showing up. That was just me. That's just how I rolled. It's all business. And so I'll tell you, my clients pay me a decent amount of money when I speak. But when I'm talking about giving something to believers, see, here's the thing. I want each and every individual believer, this is my passion, is I want to see you successful. My happiness really, brothers and sisters, I'll tell you, and I don't know if it's right or not, only Allah's the best knower in this, is that I get excited. My happiness comes from seeing us grow and develop and be better. That's where I get joy in seeing us be better. When I hear the believers winning, oh my good, I love that. When you're doing good things, your family doing good things. Oh, my son or daughter got accepted to wherever they're doing. I'm like, that's exciting for me. I want to see you win, brothers and sisters. And that's what it's about. So myself, Brother Darrell, he's excited about you winning. Because if your life is positively impacted, your family's life, the community life, that's where it starts with you. So come on, brothers and sisters. If you want to get your pen and pad out, I want to see some questions tonight. I want to see some questions. Definitely pay attention. But when something hits you and resonates with you, type that question in real quick and then listen back in and then just press send real quick so you get the questions queued up. Because we want to hear from our brother Darrell Muhammad, who's been an entrepreneur for at least 30 years, brother, at least 20, almost 30 years, entrepreneur.
Been a long time.
Yeah, pretty long time. A business owner and developer. He's helped thousands of people in real estate, in marketing, and sales. Our brother's just really, he's known in the marketplace as an expert in his field. He's our brother. He's our friend. My brother's been consistently keeping me informed in things that are going on in business and economics for many, many years. And I thank my brother Darrell, and brothers and sisters, you're in for a delight again. Every time we get a chance to hear from our brother Darrell Muhammad is talking about what is financial empowerment. So, Brother Darrell, please I'm waiting right now because I got my pad right here. I'm ready to go, and I want to hear from my brother right now. Brothers and sisters, I represent to you our brother, our friend on Black Wealth Empowerment, Brother Darrell Muhammad. Brother Darrell, take it away.
All right. Thank you so very much, Courage Coach. Thank you so very much for those kind words. And as we are taught, above all the titles that we can get in this world, the best title is brother and Muslim. So thank you so very much. And thank you, brothers and sisters, for being here and hanging in there with us for this special presentation and what we're going to share with you tonight. This is a very, very touchy subject, if you will. Financial empowerment is something that our community in particular kind of treats it, kind of like a taboo. All right, we don't talk about it. It's not a center of conversation at the dinner table, and money seems to find a negative overtone in our community. And here at Black Wealth Empowerment, we're attempting to change that mindset, to change that relationship that we have with money. But we want to do it very intentionally. We want to do it very purposefully. We want to do it with the guidance that we've been given from Master Farad Muhammad and the Most Honorable Elijah Muhammad, and now the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan. Brothers and sisters, the Most Honorable Elijah Muhammad said there's two things that's hindering our progress. One is ignorance, and the other is fear. And when it comes to finances and financial empowerment and financial freedom and wealth building and wealth creation, we have to remember what was taught to us. It was taught to us that there was three things that they would not teach us in the institutions of America. They would not teach us the science of warfare, the science of mating, and the science of business. It's a science, the science of business. So, brothers and sisters, that's what we need to focus on to break this grip that we're under. But we want to do it, as I said, intentionally. We want to make sure our mind has been prepared. Our mind has been conditioned for financial empowerment. We can call it and rephrase it more exactly as financial freedom. So before we get into what that is, you know, I was listening to the minister and watching the minister yesterday very intently, and just watching the minister and watching his mannerisms and just listening to him very carefully. Okay? And he said some things that made me think. It made me consider. It made me really think about what we're doing to help him here at Black Wealth Empowerment. So to set the tone, brothers and sisters, and to keep the main thing, to keep the focus where the focus should be on, and that's the guidance from the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan. I want to read what he said last night about what we're talking about. Black Wealth Empowerment. You might say, well, the minister didn't talk about that last night. Oh, but you need to listen more carefully. Listen more carefully. All right? I can tell you exactly when it said it because I had to go through and rewind it and actually jot down the time on the video that he said it. He said it at 1 hour and 6 minutes, or you can do 1 hour and 5 minutes, and 1 hour and 19 minutes. But let me just read what the minister said. And I'm quoting him the best way I could from listening to through the video. But this is the thing that we have to make sure in our pursuit of wealth, in our pursuit of financial empowerment, financial freedom. This is our instruction. The minister referenced last night Genesis 15, where God made a promise to Abraham about the seed being in the land that is not their own and coming out with great substance. He said they shall come out with great substance. And this is what the minister said, quote, not fiat money, not paper that has no value, but substance. He said, he went on, he was talking to the preacher. He said, when judgment has hit America, you've got to prepare your people for what is coming to America. You have to prepare your people for what is coming to America. He goes on to say, and here's the thing that really made my ears go up. He said, prosperity doctrine, hell. There won't be no prosperity for you. The hand of God has touched America, touched her wealth, that got the slaves so attracted to America. He said, you should be on the same page with me. I'm in step with God and the time. If you're not in step with me, then what God has planned for the enemy, you'll get to. So when the minister said that, I started saying, wow. I said, wow, prosperity. He said, prosperity doctrine, hell. There will be no prosperity for you. Now, he was talking about the preachers that preach prosperity, but it made me put up a mirror and say, Darrell, what are we doing at Black Wealth Empowerment? Are we teaching prosperity to our people? Not out of ignorance? Is that what we're doing? So I started thinking. I started thinking, well, the Supreme Wisdom said money, luxury, good homes, friendships, and all walks of life. Sit yourself in heaven at once. I said, prosperity. Then I said, the messenger didn't use words like that, prosperity. He used freedom, word freedom. He talked about economics and pooling our resources. So we're not teaching promoting prosperity here. That's why you've never heard us here at Black Wealth Empowerment talk about cars and big mansions and you know, laying on the beaches around the world and, you know, being worth $100 million and having $300,000, you know, in the bank and making $50,000 a month. You didn't hear us use that as a carrot, use that as a bait on a hook. You always heard us say, for you, your family, but most importantly, your nation. Prosperity, brothers and sisters, from what I've seen, and I've been watching and listening for a very, very long time, and comparing it to what our way and our language is when it comes to economics, when it comes to doing for self. The content and context in which the messenger tells us about these things. Prosperity is when the pursuit is things. Prosperity is when you're pursuing, you know, $5,000 purses and $20,000 watches and $100,000 shoes and 30-room mansions. See, that's pursuit of prosperity. Prosperity is when your sole goal and purpose is to get these things. Get these things, but not be wealthy. Get these things, brothers and sisters, and let that be your goal. Let that be your finish line. But here in the Nation of Islam, here at BWE, that's not what we're promoting. We're promoting freedom, financial freedom. We're promoting get success for those that want to maximize their revenue potential in the marketplace through business, through services, through entrepreneurship in a free enterprise society. Whatever that amount is, no matter how big it is to help build a nation of our own. That's what keeps us from promoting prosperity, because the end result is for us to be active participants to the fullest extent of our physical and our mental capabilities of building a new reality. And those of us who choose to take on the financial mantle to do that in or do that with, that is the difference. That we're not teaching prosperity. The end all to be all is not getting the cars and the big boats and no. That's not what we doing here. That's what separates us from prosperity teaching. We're here to get all we can get so we can better serve, as Wallace Waddle is teaching us in the science of getting rich, so that we can express all that we can express and help others to express it as well. We are living now, and the minister said, and I quote it, America's falling. America's falling, brothers and sisters. You know what that means to an entrepreneur? When we say that America's falling, that means that's an opportunity for our economic rise. But we have to detach ourselves. We have to get off that sinking boat. We have to get off of that plane that's dropping. And there's another plane that's coming, passing by for us to get on. It's from the guidance of the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan in submitting to his guidance and to take the opportunity. As this America falls, we should be positioning ourselves for the rise And we do that from the instruction that has been given to us by the Most Honorable Elijah Muhammad and the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan. We can't make money, brothers and sisters, our sole focus. I know it's our sole focus if we're struggling month to month, but even at that, the Bible tells the weak to say, I am strong. The Bible tells, us to profess the opposite of our condition. So it's not for us to focus on our condition. It's for us to focus on the promise of God. Money, luxury, good homes, friendships, and all walks of life. We have to use this mathematical theology, it says. Okay? So don't worry about the fall of America. Don't worry about that. Let us focus on what we need to do to detach ourselves from the fall. Because when we detach ourselves from the fall, that's what the minister was saying last night about separating from them, right? Come out of her with great substance and go on to your own. That means get away from her. Get away from her. Come out with substance. And we should know what that substance is. If we don't know, then we need to pick up this book. And let this book be the cornerstone of our financial purpose, our financial empowerment, our financial objective. All right? We can't make money the main object. You know why? The supreme wisdom calls us the poor righteous teacher, the 5%. Poor righteous teachers. Now, we'll always be poor, brothers and sisters. It don't matter who it is. You can pick the wealthiest black man in America. Compare to the others in society, they're poor. They are poor. All right? So we'll always be poor righteous teachers. Why? Because we are taught our way of Islam. That a person cannot rise higher than the condition of their people. They can't rise higher than the. So no matter how much money we have, if our people are suffering, if our people are still living below a poverty level, then we're still poor. We're still poor. All right, brothers and sisters? So that's what we have to understand. Our goal should be financial freedom, financial empowerment, not riches, because you have a lot of rich slaves. See? A lot of rich slaves. The enemy knows if you want money, he'll give you money. You want money, he'll print some up and he'll give it to you. But what does he want in return? He wants you to be a slave to him. So really, our objective in all that we do, that's why the men said full and complete freedom. It should be freedom. Should be freedom, brothers and sisters. Should be freedom, financial freedom. Right? Health freedom, free of health issues, mental health issues. Worry is a mental health condition. Access to Mavis, worry, anxiety is a mental health condition. Be free of that. Quran says a believer should not grieve. So, freedom. Freedom. See, when our mind is on freedom and not money, then we'll better understand how money plays a role in our freedom. We'll understand how food plays a role in our freedom. We'll understand how conversations play a role in our freedom. We'll understand these things, brothers and sisters. The Most Honorable Elijah Muhammad said in Message to the Black Man, 2 things hindering us, and that's ignorance and fear. Ignorance and fear. Many of us know better, but we're afraid. And many of us not afraid, but we don't know any better. We here at Black Wealth Empowerment will make sure that we do everything that we can within our power to make sure you're not ignorant. Make sure that we pull back the black curtains and share with you that which you need to get a very basic fundamental understanding. See, many times, brothers and sisters, when it comes to wealth building, wealth creation, financial empowerment for black people, A lot of times the reason why it's so hard is because the foundation in which we're trying to come from is so far below the requirement of comprehension, the requirement of execution, to where somebody has to come like the most Honorable Elijah Muhammad and Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan to make it so plain and clear that even a fool can understand. A fool won't err, as the minister says. See, that's the difference between when information comes for the general public and when it comes for us. We have to make it so clear and break it down and make it so simple to understand that we can grab it and comprehend it, and we can understand what it is that they're talking about. Brothers and sisters, we're talking about what is financial freedom. What is financial freedom? All right, what is it? First of all, it's a concept. It's an idea. It's a concept. Put that down right now in the private, elusive, exclusive Facebook group. Financial empowerment, financial freedom is a concept. It's an idea. It's a concept. It's an idea. Financial. The word financial. The way we can better understand things, as we are taught in Dianetics. Okay, if there's a break in learning, or if there's something we can't comprehend, that means we need to clear some words. And we should always clear some words. What makes Minister Farrakhan so effective is in his deliverance. And he said it before, because he was so strong in Latin in school. He was so good in his Latin class, which is the root to a lot of English words. So him just being good in understanding Latin, he understands a lot of the English words, what they mean. Well, I didn't take Latin in school. You didn't probably take Latin in school, let alone be very proficient in it, be very good at it. But the minister did. So that's why he tells us to parse words, and that's why the Dianetic tells us to clear words. So financial, as we know, financial has anything to do with money, has anything to do with making money, acquiring money, the financial world, the world of money, how money circulates, how money is created. All right? That's financial. What is financial empowerment? All right? Just like we say black wealth empowerment, what is that? It's black people with a black consciousness learning how to build wealth, to empower themselves, their family, but most importantly, their nation. Because an individual can only rise as high as his people. So financial. All of us have finances, no matter how meager. Then empowerment. Empowerment. I looked up empowerment. It means to give authority to. That's what empower means. Empowerment. Empowerment. So in order to have financial empowerment, brothers and sisters, we have to understand what it is that we're trying to be empowered about, what it is that we're trying to have authority over. Right? What is it is that we want to have the authority to do? If all we want to have is the authority to pay our bills, that's existence. That's survival. That's very, very low. That's the lowest form of existence for human beings. You know why? Because that puts us on the level of an animal or beast. Because all they want to do is survive. All they want to do is exist. All they want to do is have, like, that's why I call it creature comforts. We just want to be comfortable like a creature wants to be comfortable. So they find a cave. They find, a little hole somewhere to get out of the rain. Not us, brothers and sisters, not us believers in the Nation of Islam, followers of the Most Honorable Elijah Muhammad under the guidance of the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan, who believe that God came. We should be able to take care of our survival, our existence, brother, aside in our sleep. That should be something that, we can just say, well, you know what, I'm just gonna take off from working. Not from work, from working for a week. Why? Because I can. Because I can. See, that's empowerment mentality. That's empowerment mentality. Just like I have conversation with those of us who don't quite understand sometimes about money and the financial world, if you will. Why he buying that kind of car, and why he buying a Rolls Royce, and why he buying a Maybach, and why he buying a 50,000 square foot home? You know why he buying it? Because he can. Because she can. She's been financially empowered enough to buy those things. Just like why you got a Toyota? Why you live in an apartment? You know why? Because you can. Because you can. There's no difference. That's what I'm trying to get us to understand. These things of wealth is a concept. It's an idea. It's a level of understanding. Then that way, brothers and sisters, we won't judge other people. Because that cuts off your blessings. That cuts off, slows down, and Brother Asad can tell you, that slows down the law of attraction. Okay, these negative vibration. That's a minus sign on your positive vibrations. Okay? So we don't judge people. They do it because they can. They never said they was going to help build a nation. You and I said we were going to help resurrect the dead and build a nation. So that's what we have to do. If not, as Brother Robert said today, then we'll be in violation of our contract that we signed called our Savior's Day letter. We said we signed that contract, said we was going to help if he would give us a holy name, and he fulfilled his promise by giving us a holy name. Now we have to fulfill our promise. We're talking about what is financial empowerment. We have to know what's in our best interest in order to empower ourselves. We have to know what's in our best interest for ourselves, our family, but most importantly, our nation. Why more importantly our nation? Because our nation will outlive us. Black people will not die when you die. All right? You're not one of the scientists. He tried that to kill everybody because he couldn't have his way. That failed at the last time, so that ain't going to happen this time. So the nation, black people, going to outlive you. That's why the greatest empowerment is to empower those that you're going to leave behind when you're gone. And that's the young people, man. As the Farrakhan said it last night, it's the young people. It's the young people, brothers and sisters. So we have to know what's in our best interest. How are we going to know what's in our best interest? By reading this book right here. By taking the cues from the man who met with God on what we should be working towards financially to have empowerment. Empowerment. It's hard to free yourself, free other people financially if you can't free yourself. It's almost impossible. Right? That's why financial empowerment for yourself is important. You first got to empower yourself financially to take care of your basic needs. All right? Then we can empower other people. We're talking about what is financial empowerment. So we got to define these words, financial and empowerment. We have to know what's in our best interest. We learn that from the Most Honorable Elijah Muhammad and the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan. What is in our best interest? What's in our best interest is to separate and have a nation of our own. And we need land for that. Come out of her with great substance, he said, not this fiat money, this paper that has no value. See? Those of us at BWE and those of us in the nation, we have to understand, when you get the money, the game has now begun. The game is not the pursuit of the money. The game starts once you get money in your possession. Now it's time for this to see how you're going to play your hand. I call that the money game. The money game. And there's rules to the money game. There's two sets of rules to the money game, brothers and sisters. There's one that is given to people to win, and there's another rule that's given to the masses to lose. There's the money game. Everybody plays the money game. Anytime there's money in your possession, in your hand, you've now been activated to play the money game. Now, based on your self-image of empowerment will determine what you do with your money. When you give a bum on a corner $1, he or she are now, they've been activated into the money game. Now, based on their self-image of empowerment, what's powering to them? What's empowering to them? What would give them power? You know what gives our people power many times? Drugs, alcohol, unrighteous living. See? But if we're not doing those things, then what will empower us? The opposite will empower us. Having land that we can call our own. Growing our own food. The minister mentioned last night that community in Belize. Why do you think he mentioned that? He didn't mention that before. Why do you think he went and visited them? So he can get a visual of what to come for us. But he needs our help. $18 a month, $18 a year. Don't let the minimum be your maximum, brothers and sisters. What is financial empowerment? Finance, see, the enemy knows that the money is going to empower somebody. He just want to make sure it's not you. Why else would he give Beyonce all that money, Rihanna all that money, Jay-Z all that money, all these entertainers and athletes and business people, all this money if he thought they knew how to empower the masses of the people with their money? See, every time you get $1, you're going to empower somebody. The question is, who are you going to empower and for what reason? What reason? All right, brothers and sisters? For what reason? So what is financial empowerment? Financial empowerment is you and I having a mental wherewithal to take what we have or finances that come in our hands and maximize it to power ourselves, our family, but most importantly, our community. That's why the government, you may not know this, brothers and sisters, but the government used to have it years before where you would voluntarily pay your taxes. It wasn't that they took it out of your paycheck every year. But they ran into some problems with people just voluntarily paying their taxes. So they have it now where if you're a W-2 wage earner, they're going to take theirs off the top. See? So who are you empowering? You're empowering the government. And you take what's left after that, after Social Security. And you empower yourself with it. So we have to learn as black people. BWE is here just to do our part, to throw our hat in the ring, to say we've helped. We did the best we could, dear Father. We hope that helped. Take this like you did for Jesus with the loaves of bread and multiply it and feed the mass multitudes. What is financial empowerment? Financial empowerment is your and my ability to take whatever meager means we have and maximize that to empower ourselves. How do you do it? You don't do it individually. See, that's prosperity. When you're only thinking about yourself and our pursuit of financial wealth or riches or whatever it is stops at ourselves, then that's prosperity. You're looking for prosperity. And the minister say, to hell with prosperity. The only prosperity we're going to have is finally submitting to the instructions of the Most Honorable Elijah Muhammad and uniting and helping with the program that's in this book We've been given another chance through Muhammad's economic blueprint. Brothers and sisters, I want to end with this. That's the spiritual side. That's the concept. See, things that you can't see is in the spiritual realm. Concepts and ideas. See, that's operating on the spiritual realm. But when you get things that you can actually tangibly use and do, you're taking it out of the spiritual and you're making it practical, physical, because you're moving out on it. You're making it live. All right? So here's what we do. How do you become financially independent, Darrell? How do you become financially independent? Now, here's how you can start. Here's how we can start. We have to start with why. Why do you want to be financially independent? Empowered, I should say. I'm sorry. Why do you want to be financially free? Why? Brother Assad, he can teach better than anybody else the power of why. Why? Why? We've heard in the nation. The question is, why did God ask why? Why, I believe, is one, if not one of the most powerful questions that you can ask is why. Is why. Why uncovers the motive. Why do you want financial empowerment? Why do you want financial freedom? Now, if you're going to lean on your own understanding, if you're just going to look in the mirror, if you're just going to look around you, and that determines why, then we missing it. We missing it. We missing it. This should be the why. We want financial empowerment. Brother Assad, I can tell you, in the coaching and personal performance environment, Zig Ziglar said, help more people get what they want, and you will get what you want. That's not the quote exactly, but the principle. See, that's what we have to understand about concepts and ideas. It's so we can get the principle behind the story. So that way, we can apply the principle to a different story, to something that's happening in our life that's not exactly fitting the story. So get the concept of financial empowerment. Get the idea of financial empowerment. Once you get the concept and idea and you understand it in your brain, then you can apply that to other things. Just remove financial with something else. But help enough other people get what they want, and you will get what you want. That is the why. Why do you want to? Because you may not want to. It's not for everybody. It's given to everybody as an opportunity, but everybody doesn't reach out and grab it. Then the other question is who? Who wants to be financially independent or empowered or financially free? Who? Do I? Do I want to be that? Do I want to do what's necessary? Do I want to make the sacrifice? Do I want to do whatever's required? We can't determine what's required. That's been determined already for us. We have to determine if I'm willing to do whatever is required. Pay the full price. All right? Do I have the desire? Do I have the desire? Do I want to do it bad enough? Who am I to want to be financially free? I'm doing better than my mother, my father, my brothers, and my sisters. I'm doing good. You know what that's translated into? I'm doing good for a Negro ex-slave. No, I got bad credit, yeah, but look, my parents didn't have a modern car. My parents didn't have a flat screen. No, but they had a whole lot more than what we got today, with a whole lot less. Why? Because their why was big enough. They say in the personal development world, why means, acronym is what hurts you. WHY. What hurts you. They say if your why don't make you cry, your why is not big enough and is not strong enough to make you get up and do all that's necessary. Who do you deserve? Who deserves financial independence? Just white folks? Just Negroes that go to school and college and keep their nose clean? What about you, brothers and sisters? What about you? Isn't your nose clean enough? Didn't our courage coach tell us? What about you? Your life depends on it. The other thing we must have if we want financial freedom Financial freedom, full and complete freedom. How finance gonna be number 8 and 9 in the list of complete freedom? Brother Nuri told us next to oxygen is money. And you know what? That's true. Because if you breathe long enough, you're going to get hungry. It's going to require money. If you breathe long enough, guess what? You're going to get thirsty. It's going to require somebody to buy you something to drink. If you breathe long enough, you're going to get tired of being naked and you're going to need some clothes. So it's second to air. All right? So the thing you're going to need, the third thing, number 3. Number 1 is your why. Put that in the private, elusive, exclusive Facebook group. Number 1 is your why. Number 2 is your who. Who, me? Yes, you. Couldn't be. Then who? All right? You. Why else would God call you to the Nation of Islam? He could have called you to a good church. And number 3, brothers and sisters, we must have the discipline and commitment. Discipline and commitment, they go together. Discipline and commitment to learn the specific knowledge and to apply it. We are taught in the Nation of Islam, Islam is a way of life. Peace is a way of life. So doing those things that are required to bring us peace in the midst of chaos and confusion, in the midst of naked and want, in the midst of lack. We have to have the discipline and commitment to go after this financial freedom. The minister said in the Twitter book, and I want to bring it in and read it, but I'll read it next time. Someone asked him about economic development, entrepreneurship. He told him to pick up this book, Message to the Black Man. We are believers on this call. We are believers on this broadcast. So we always lead with this book. We follow this book. And then we see what the greater society has to say and how it lines up to what God has given us. And then we can confirm and verify the truth of the world. All right? And I leave you with this, brothers and sisters. The Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan said he don't hate Jewish people. He respects Jewish people. He said that we should observe them and learn from them as far as financially. As far as financially. The Most Honorable Elijah Muhammad said, observe the dealings of the white man. He makes no excuse for his failures. You do the same. So what do I have here? Some books here. Not for you to read. I read them, but you can get them. If we're serious about financial empowerment, black wealth empowerment, then we need to study the Jewish people. Here's the book called The Jewish Phenomenon. 7 Keys to Enduring Wealth of a People. Now they're putting it in books, brothers and sisters. They're putting it in books. This book was written, I got it in 2000. It's 2014. This book was written in 2000. It says here on the back, say Jews make up 2% of the total U.S. population, yet 45% of the top 40 of the Forbes 400 richest Americans are Jewish. 45% of the top 40 richest Americans are Jewish. They are 2% of the population. We're 12 and growing. 1/3 of all American millionaires are Jewish. Now this is written by Steve Silberger. He's a Jewish guy. The percentage of Jewish household with income greater than $50,000 is double that of non-Jews. On the other hand, the percentage of Jewish household with income less than $20,000 is half of non-Jews. Now you're talking about non-Jews, you're not talking about black people, you're talking about white people, Gentiles, Jews and Gentiles. 20%, they're not even considering us in these comparisons with non-Jews. 20% of professors of leading university are Jewish. 20%. 40% of partners in leading New York and Washington, D.C. law firms are Jewish. 25% of all American Nobel Prize winners are Jewish. You think we can learn something from these people? Here's the other book written by Rabbi Daniel Lapin. Thou shalt prosper. 10 Commandments for Making Money. Now, he wrote this book in 2002. I got it in 2004. Brothers and sisters, that's our example that we can follow. So we're talking about specific knowledge, discipline, commitment, specific knowledge, and applying it. Brothers and sisters, I'll leave you with this. They've said that if you want something, to keep it from black people put in the book. And unfortunately, from my experience, that is still true today. Those books were written in 2000 and 2002 respectively. They've been out. We could have bought them and applied the principles to our personal lives and be a whole lot better off than we are. So brothers and sisters, with that, I want to say thank you very much. We're going to open up for questions. Now, the free gift is an audio that I found in the archives, Brother Assad. I'm finding stuff in the archives. I'm going to release it all right? But it's an audio that I did in Fort Worth, Texas, at least about 6, 7, 8 years ago. I don't remember what it is, but it's called Financial Empowerment. That's my gift to each and every one of you here at BWE Live. I'm going to post that link in the private, elusive, exclusive Facebook group. I'm not going to pin it up. I'm going to post it so it can scroll down. So those who want it, you need to hurry and get it. Now you're going to scroll down and find it. It'll be a link to the audio that I did, your brother did, Financial Empowerment. So with that being said, brothers and sisters, thank you so very much, Brother Assad. Thank you so very much, brother. And I'll open myself up to questions.
Oh, praises due to Allah. Very good. Thank you so much, Brother Darrell. That was just whoo. He was definitely all up in there right there, brother. That was dangerous right there. And anybody who listened to that, if you didn't glean some jewels off of that, I don't know what you were listening to. You might have been multitasking and dividing your attention up among multiple things, but that right there was a jewel and then some about financial empowerment. Yeah, there's some differences and some distinctions that are being made. Brother Darrell, we got Sister Brandy. I know we're at the end of everything, but we got Sister Brandy Muhammad. Sister Brandy, you are back winning. You are back winning. Hashtag winning for Sister Brandy. Sister Brandy asked a question. Brother Darrell Muhammad said, will you please share what you do after you get the concept/idea? After you get the concept/idea, how do you get to the next step?
Make the commitment and have the discipline to study specific knowledge as pertains to financial freedom, and then apply it in your life. Being a true Muslim, a full Muslim, meaning make it a way of life. See, when it comes to money, sisters, there's a lot of books talk about money to various different degrees. If you're looking for freedom, you're looking for a book talking about money and how money can make you free, give you the freedom that you want. Because all books don't tell you how to become free financially. It may tell you how to make money. All right? You can go get a book on how to write a resume. That's not going to teach you how to be free, but it'll teach you how to make money. How to interview for a job. That'll teach you how to make money, but it's not designed to teach you how to be free. We need to find books that will teach us on how to be free by using the financial vehicle, by using financial vehicles, by starting with our personal budget. It's not what you don't have, all right, that makes the difference. Man, if I had $1 million, that'll make a difference. No, it's not what you don't have that makes the difference. It's what you do have that makes the difference in what you do with what you do have. So that's what you have to do, Sister Brandy. I hope that answered your question.
All right, let's see what else we got here, brother. Let's see. We got Sister Mavis said she found myself in last week's broadcast. So grateful that okay, this one. Okay, Sister Mavis. Okay, Sister say she found herself in last week's broadcast. Praise be to Allah. The week before the broadcast was a good broadcast as well. All right, and so right now, brother, I don't think we have any other questions. Let me refresh right now because it's coming in right now. Oh, the brothers and sisters just really giving you a Muslim applause for Allah coming through you, brother, and just the outstanding way in which you presented the information, direct from the teachings, brothers and sisters. Do not get this twisted. Brother's not making up anything. He's showing you the practical application of what we've already been given. This is nothing new. We're not creating this content. We are just giving you directly, thus saith the Lord, and that's what it is. We're just I think all our job is to try to inspire, encourage, poke, prod, cajole, have you see the importance of why we need to actually implement this information that we're being given. The book is there. Mr. Black Man's been around for quite some time now. The information has been documented and written. It's now we have to find the why. And Brother Darrell just helped us to distinguish and determine those things. So, Brother Darrell, that's all we have right now. Nothing else in the private, exclusive Facebook group right now. No pending posts. We do have 3 new members that we've added in. I want everybody to definitely welcome our new members. We got Brother Darrell Muhammad added and vetted by Sister Brandy Muhammad. Brother Darrell Muhammad and Brother Corey Muhammad came of his own accord, so we want to welcome Brother Corey Muhammad and Sister Gigi Stevenson Muhammad, added by Sister Denise Renee Muhammad, has now been added as a member of the private, elusive, exclusive Facebook group. And so let me see what else. Oh, and then the other brother Munikai says he has a question for you, Brother Darrell. He said, what are signs that you are on the right track when it comes to financial freedom? What are the signs that you're on the right track? Ooh.
Oh, that's a good question. What are the signs? Well, the signs is constant progress. I heard Anthony Robbins say recently on an interview he did promoting his new book. He said happiness or success is constant progress. And I think it's somewhere in our teachings, Brother Assad, right, where the God mentions about unlimited progress, right?
Yes, sir.
Unlimited progress. How do you know? When you're making progress. Would that mean you won't stumble? No, that doesn't mean you won't stumble. Would that mean you won't have a setback? No, it doesn't mean you won't have a setback. All right? But if you're following good guidance, to the extent that we are obedient to the guidance is the extent that we'll have constant progress, meaning that over time you'll see a constant progression. But even during those times where we don't see a constant progression, then that's when our faith kicks in and we need to know that we're on the right track. That's just part of the process. That is just part of the process. So hopefully, brother, that answered your question.
Yes, sir. And then we have one more question. That's very powerful. It's good, right? That was deep, right there. And we have one more question from Mother Mavis Jackson Muhammad. It says, "What one jewel can you give to define maximizing it? What one jewel can you give to define maximizing it? Maximizing it." I think that would be a great wrap up to this wonderful broadcast. Powerful.
One jewel is submitting completely to the process of becoming. Submitting completely to the process of becoming. Becoming what? Becoming whatever it is that you want to be. Submitting 100% completely to becoming the best guitar player. Being the best whatever that Allah has put on your heart. Maximizing is submitting completely to becoming whatever it is that God wants you to become. In general, a reflection of himself. So the one nugget that I would give to myself is to submit completely to the process of becoming. And then that way you're always in pursuit. You're always in the progressive progression of becoming. Mr. Farrakhan says it like this. He said, you're always reaching for God. You're always reaching for knowledge. When you think you got it, that's when you don't have it, and that's when you lose it. When you think you've reached the understanding of God. When you think you've reached. So it's a process of submitting to constantly going through the process of becoming. That would be my answer, sister.
Yes, all right, there it is. Ooh. Yes, sir. I think that's all we have, and no other questions.
That's a good one to end on.
That was a good one right there. That's so enough. That's a very good question. That's right. Very powerful question. Yes, sir.
That's a good question. Good question, sister. That's not a financial question. I should have rolled that over to you, Brother Assad.
Oh, watch out. There you go.
That ain't got nothing to do with money. Let me roll it over that to Brother Assad. Thank you, sister. Yeah. Thank you so much, sister. Thank you, brothers and sisters, for joining us. We went over. I'm late up for another broadcast, and I'm a student of, and I train on. But we want to thank you. We want to thank you, brothers and sisters, for being with us. We want to remind you always to come during the week to check out the Private Elusive exclusive Facebook group. We're making some changes. It's a new year. We're about 40-some days out. So we're making some changes, and things are going to happen to take BWE to the next level. And we want you to join us. We don't want to leave you behind. All right? We don't want to leave you behind. Brothers and sisters, invite. Bring somebody out next week. Bring somebody. Let me tell you something. Brother Asad, I can tell you that one of the easiest, there's 4 things that gets everybody attention. Is marketing. It's a no-brainer for marketing. One is to always talk about money. You can always get somebody's attention when you talk about money. So it's very interesting. We're talking about money and wealth. We should be able to bring somebody to the broadcast. All right? So thank you so very much. Final words from you, Brother Asad. Final words from me. And we'll pack on out. We'll throw down the mic and get on out of here.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Because I got another call to be on too about some publishing we're doing. I'll let the believers know about that. Those of you got a book in you, there's a book in you. There is a book in you. And so, brother Darrell, something you just said. I'll end with this from my vantage point. Willie Jolly is somebody who impacted our brother Les Brown very greatly. Willie Jolly said a setback is a setup for a comeback. A setback is a setup for a comeback. Thank you, brothers and sisters, for being on this private, elusive, exclusive Facebook group and Black Wealth Empowerment. You matter. You matter. You matter. Go after it hard. Go after it strong. Find your why, brothers and sisters. If you don't have a why right now that's big enough, look in your refrigerator and find a why. Look out in the driveway and find a why. Turn some lights on and off and find a why. I want you to get in your bed and touch the bed and the pillow and find some whys in your life. And look at your babies and look and see some whys if you can. If you don't have any whys, there are whys all over you. Find a why, brothers and sisters. Turn it up, amp it up, and go after your dreams. The success in terms of reaching our people and gaining the things that we need in order to help our people is right there on the other side of you finding your why. Thank you so much, Brother Darrell, for allowing me to be on this live Google Hangout. Pray to our brother Jesse is traveling well. He was with our minister, the Honorable Louis Farrakhan, doing powerful things out there. So we pray for our brother safe travels as he's doing our Father's business right now. But we're here at home handling the business as well, and we want to keep our brother in our thoughts and prayers that his travels are always safe. Thank you so much, Brother Darrell, and thank you all for tuning in tonight. Assalamu alaikum.
Well, salam. Thank you, Brother Asad, Rodney Asad Muhammad, the Courage Coach, cultivating the courage to roar. If you don't have his CD, reach out to him on the Private Elusive Facebook group, brothers and sisters, and get the brother's program. Get his book, get his tape, get something. Ask him if he got an index card he can write an affirmation on or something and give it to you. Get something from the brother, man. Get something from the brother. Until you purposely sow into somebody else, you cannot reap. The law of sowing and reaping. You sow first, then you reap. You do not reap, then sow. All right, brothers and sisters. So with that being said, we appreciate you. We thank you. Because of you, we're here. Because we're here, you're with us tonight. So we want to thank you, brothers and sisters, for being with us and working through the technical difficulties. And we have the replay website for you to go to and watch it. That's a good tool. Say, hey, brother and sister, look, I've been involved in something and I've been checking it out, and man, this thing is good. Here, go to watchbwe.com. You watch it and watch it for about 10 minutes and let me know what you think about it. We have to become influencers. That's the only way we can have financial empowerment and wealth. Is we have to learn how to influence our money to make our money do what it needs to do for our freedom. So thank you so very much, brothers and sisters. Thank you for hanging and going over with us. And remember, as we always say, we'll see you at the top, not from the top. Because you, your family, but most importantly, because it's not prosperity we sharing here, most importantly, your nation deserves what? Your very best. Have a great day. May Allah bless you. And go back and watch Minister Farrakhan's presentation from last night. Feed on that first, then check out watchbwe.com. Thank you very much. Look for that free gift. I'm going to post it here within the next hour or so. My gift to you on my birth anniversary, saying thank you so very much for your time, and I love you. Assalamu alaikum.